Hi guys, welcome back. Now today we are going to be making some foliage. We're going to be using a variety of different cutters, some of which are leaf cutters, some of which are petal cutters, and we have a veining mold here to vein the leaves. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm quickly going to run through what we need and then we can get started with making them. So over here I've just got a leaf veiner. These are some leaf cutters that already have the veining inside of them, so when you cut them out they imprint the leaf. Got some gem and FMM leaf cutters. Got some lily petal cutters. And I've got some lily leaf cutters by SK. And I've also got a leaf mold. Over here I've got some 26 gauge white and green florist wires. Choosing the wire depends on what colour I'll be making the foliage. So for example, if I was making some gold leaves or silver leaves, then I would go for the white florist wire. So I would be able to paint over it in the colour I'm making the foliage. And if I was making green foliage, I would use the green wires. You need some ball tools, your rolling pin, the groovy board, a storage board, your foam pad, and leaf former or a petal former. Now all of these can be purchased via Amazon or through eBay. I will leave the links for them in the description box if you want to have a quick read. And now we can get started with making the leaves. I'm just going to push these to one side, and you first need your groovy board and your rolling pin. Don't forget your icing. You'll definitely need some icing to make your leaves. I'm just going to be using some white, and I'm just going to use a tiny bit. So be sure to make it extremely pliable using some Trex. Roll it into a sausage and just place it on your groovy board where the grooves are, and just press it ever so slightly. Then slowly with your rolling pin just stretch it across. And you want to leave the bottom part where you're going to insert your wire a little bit thicker than the top bit. And then just turn it over, and we'll do this one first. And just cut it out. Now if you were to put that down, you would first press that there really hard, and that would give the imprint of the veining, and then just pop it out like so. It's very light, but you can still see them. So let's go ahead and cut out the remaining leaves in the same way as we've done with this one, and then we'll come back to it and we'll vein them. So over here I've just cut out one of each leaf, and I'm now going to insert the wire. So just use your sugar glue and dip your wire in there, and then just grab a leaf and just carefully insert it where the groove is, about halfway, and just pinch the bottom just to secure it in place. Do that for all of them. It's definitely easier to insert the wires when the bottom part, the base, is a bit thicker than the top. So whenever you make petals or leaves on a groove board, always make sure that the base is a bit thick for the easy insertion of the wire. And then get your veiner and where your grooved part is, put it facing down on the vein that's already indented. Pop that on top and give it a firm press. And there is your leaf. Sometimes I would just thin the edges using my ball tool before putting it into the veiner, but never do I thin after it's been veined, as it gets rid of all the veining. And then just pop it onto your former without it sliding off. Now we can do the rest. And this time I'll actually thin it before veining it. So we'll do that with this one. Just get your ball tool, put it on your foam pad, and using the smallest one, just give it a little bit of thin edges. And you don't always have to vein them as well. You could just have them like that, giving that soft look. And then pop it onto your veiner. Again, the grooved side facing down. And firmly press. I know it doesn't really, you can't really tell the frills once you've veined it, but it just thins them out more. And then I would probably just put that like that, so it's sort of curved. So I'm not going to do the others. I'm only going to thin this one out because it's already got the veinings in there. And then with this one, you can just pop it like that, so the sides of it are curved. I'll do the remaining two and come back shortly. So now that I've done all 5 leaves with the cutters, I'm now going to show you how it's done with the mould. Now this mould is absolutely amazing. It's the best leaf mold ever. It's my go-to mold. Literally, it's absolutely amazing. All you do is get some icing, roll it into a little ball and then into a little sausage, and then just put it in, flatten it out. Taking it right to the edges. And then if you want, you can use a rolling pin and just roll over. And just pop it out, and there's your leaf. Now, as I said, this is my go-to mold for whenever I have a last minute leaf order or I'm running late, because I don't need to do anything with them, nor do I need to vein them, nor do I need to thin them. I just put them in, take them out of the mold and just pop it on my former and then just let it dry. I'm going to give these a couple of hours for them to dry fully, and then I'm going to come back and start the dusting process. So the leaves have now had a chance to fully dry. There's no movement in them whatsoever. And we're now going to start the dusting process. I've got a variety of shades of colours here. I've got apple green, lime green, some red and some brown. And I'm just gonna put some on my work surface, a little bit of each. I've given up using parchment or foil because I end up making a mess anyway. So I just put everything on my work surface. And then what you want to do is get one of your fluffy brushes, some big fluffy ones, and just get one colour and colour it all. But you really want to just cover the whole leaf in that colour. You might need some more. Actually, you will need some more. I think I underestimate the amount of colour that gets used. So I always go for a little amount first and then I end up putting more in. Maybe you won't need that much brown, but we'll start off with the green first. So again, just cover it all. So whatever colour you want to use first, just make sure you coat the whole petal, the whole leaf, sorry. And give it all one colour. So I've used an apple green for this, and this is what the colour looks like. And now with your other brush, I'm just gonna add some lime green to it and just go over. And then with a small brush, just do the veins. Then just blend them in a little bit as well. Do a little bit of the edges. Remember, this doesn't have to be neat, so you can just go messy with this. Then just go over with the other brush and just dust off any extra colour. And then what I tend to do is just get a bit of, I'll use this brush for this, get a bit of red, dab it off and just go over the edges as well. So really you've got a variety of shades and they're more likely to look realistic when having just the one colour. And then again, just go brush over with the big fluffy brush to get rid of any extra dust and just blend it in. And that's what it looks like once it's been dusted. So I'll now do the rest and then come back shortly. There we have them, guys. Our leaves have been done and dusted, literally speaking. But yeah, the colours have given really nice shading to each leaf. Each leaf is different in shading to the other, which I happen to really like. I always tend to make them in white or make them in one colour of green and then dust them further to give them that realistic effect. I'm now going to go ahead and steam these, which will set the colour, but be careful when you steam the leaves, you want them to fully set before touching them, otherwise the colour can come off. So always steam, set them aside for 10 to 15 minutes before you touch them so they can fully dry. Okay guys, our lovely foliage is ready. I love how all the colours have been blended so well that they've given a natural shading to the leaves. Steaming them has just darkened the colour a little bit from how I showed you lot earlier. It was a little bit lighter, but yeah, steaming them just makes them darker. Now I want to share with you guys this mould especially. This is my favourite mould, my favourite leaf mould till date. Whenever I'm in a hurry or I've got a last minute order, this is my go-to mould. All I just do is put the icing in, pop it out and let it to dry without even thinning the edges or anything. I just put them in that former and they dry in the shape that I want to dry them in. But this is the best mould ever. It's absolutely amazing. It's really quick to use, and whenever you're in a hurry or you need some foliage done really quickly, this is the mould to go for. I absolutely love it. It's the best, literally. And on that note, the video comes to an end. I hope you've enjoyed this foliage tutorial, guys, minus the dirty hands, but this is what happens when you dust. Right, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If so, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, share and comment and subscribe to the channel to receive notifications and stay updated for whenever new videos are uploaded. And I'll be back next time with another new video tutorial. In the meantime, take care and thank you for watching.